Hello to all the grade 3 students. This is teacher Sam and we are back for our next science lesson, the importance of air. Last time we discussed that air is a mixture of different gases. And though we cannot see air, we can feel that there is air and we can prove the existence of air. Like when we see the balloons flying up or plastics moving back and forth, also the leaves of the trees, the grasses, and when we sit in front of a fan or air conditioner, we feel the air blowing on our face. So today's lesson, we are going to discuss about the importance and the uses of air. So, is air important and useful? Well, definitely yes. Air is very important and very useful to us. One reason is that all living things need air to live. Yes, all living things, could it be plant or animals, all needs air to live. And the second reason is that because we use air to do many things, it helps us to do many things. So let's discuss the first. Living things need air to live. Well, you and me and your brother and your sister, what happens if you try to cover your mouth or your nose? How do you feel? After a few moments, you feel like you wanted to faint because your body needs oxygen. All parts of your body needs oxygen, and this oxygen is air. It is an example of gas. The oxygen that we breathe and the carbon dioxide that we breathe out, these are essentials for us. These are very important for us to live. Without oxygen, we won't last few moments. Without oxygen, we won't be able to live. So people breathe in oxygen. Another reason why air is important because sea creatures need oxygen. Remember, I told you that all animals, could be people or sea creatures, they all need oxygen. Everybody needs oxygen. This fish, as you can see in the picture, it breathes in oxygen. Also, plants need air. The air that they need is called carbon dioxide. When they make their own food, we call it photosynthesis, they need air. That air is called carbon dioxide. So people need food, animals need food, and then when we need food, we eat plants. But plants cannot eat animals, therefore they have to make their own food. So when they make their own food, we call it photosynthesis. But for them to be able to make their own food, they need sun and they need carbon dioxide. So let's go to the next one. We use air to do many things. I told you there are two main reasons why air is important and useful. First, because all living things need air to live, and the second one is we use air to do many things to help us. For example, we use air to fill things up, like a balloon. When you have parties, you need to decorate the place with balloons. So you fill the balloons with air. Another one is if you want to play games like football, basketball, or any games that need balls, then you need to inflate your ball with air. Without air, you won't be able to play your game properly. Another one is when you want to travel somewhere else, you can actually walk or you can run, but it would make it easier for us if we drive cars or we ride into buses, then we can reach the place easier and faster. So the tires of the bus or the car need to be filled with air. Another importance or another use of air is it keeps fire burning. Really? Yes. Like this one, the charcoals. If you do barbecue, like if you have parties and then you need to barbecue, then you need to fan your charcoal to keep it burning. If you don't fan it, then the charcoal will at some time die. And even when we cook food, we need fire, and fire needs air. The third reason is it helps us keep things float in water. For example, you don't know how to swim and you wanted to jump into the swimming pool. So for you to be able to keep yourself afloat, then you can use rings like these pictures here that you can see. If you fill it with air, then they float on water. Then it will also help you to float on water. So these are the importance and the uses of air. For your homework, write down 2 more examples on how air can be used. Also answer page 22 of your activity book.